Yo, welcome to SWANKVIEW TV. I'm your host, Swank. And today we're going to be doing the Secret Covenant Part 3.1. This is going to be the final editions of the series. Thank you guys for participating, whoever been watching, whoever been subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tune in with the big fella. Like I said, I got a lot of news for y'all, a lot of more coming up, but I didn't want to get into anything else until I completed this series. So with that said, welcome to SWANKVIEW TV. I'm your host, Swank, once again, and this is the Secret Covenant Part 3.1. So let's get into it. If you've been following the series in Part 1, 2, and 3, I explained to you the depths that these people who wrote the document, the Secret Covenant, has been taking us to. For example, in immunizations full of mercury and sulfur that they feed your kids, the fillings they put in their mouth in the dental industry is full of mercury, which rots their brain because the shit seeps into they, you know what I'm saying? And it messes these children up. Also, I told you about the technology they use. They got everybody's nose in the phone. Also, the 5G technology is letting off some type of weird radiation that's giving people cancer. Like, it's so much going on. Like I said, it's a lot to cover in a limited amount of time. But I'm going to wrap it up, and it's going to be the end of this series. If y'all want some more of this series, let me know, and I can get back to it. It's not a problem. I can do that. Or if it's a part of the document that you would like me to elaborate on, I can do that as well. Just leave it in the comments below. Share it. Shoot me a text. My email up there. So anyway, let's get right into it. So right before I get to page 3, which is the wrap up, and it's very short, shorter than the other pages. I'm gonna wrap it up for y'all. So we end it off at, oh yes, so grand the illusion of freedom will be that they will never know they are our slaves. When all is in place, the reality we will have created for them will own them. This reality will be their prison. They will live in self-delusion. When our goal is accomplished, a new era of domination will begin. Their minds will be bound by their beliefs, the beliefs we have established for them. But if they ever find out they are our equal, we shall perish then. This they must never know. So they let you know it's all a big game to them, or a game that's, it's not a game, but I mean a game metaphorically. It's a game. Your life is a game. You just a pawn on the chessboard. You hold no weight. You don't got no rank, no authority, tell nobody about nothing nowhere, man. And you must never find out that they doing this. But now it's kind of become obvious, as they say, we're in the age of information. So they number 3 clicks, you can find out damn near anything. Now be careful. Just because Google said don't mean that it's right. I want y'all to be clear about that. Google tell you anything. If that's the case, then that's just what it is. And I can just start one called Swankle, motherfucker, and then y'all gonna believe everything y'all see clicked on that site. I doubt it. So moving right along, if they ever find out that together they can vanquish us, which lets you know right there that we can, they will take action. I mean the human family, not the blacks, not the whites, not whatever other. The human family found out they doing this to all of us humans. No race, ethnicity, nationality is above or beyond they reach. So all of us, if we ever find out that together we can vanquish them, they know we're going to take action. They must never, ever find out what we have done. For if they do, we shall have no place to run. For it will be easy to see who we are once the veil has fallen. So once we figure out, oh, bro, them over there doing that to us, then we know who's doing it. We know who the problem is. If you're part of the problem, you're part of the solution. I mean, if you're part of the solution, you're part of the problem, excuse me. So now we know who you is. If the veil fall, then we gonna know who you is. And we gonna slide on you like skis on snow, boy. We gonna do something to you. The whole human family versus the powers that be, the elite, the Illuminati, I don't care what you call them, the Fifth Order, the Rights, or the Masonic Lodge, or the Scottish Rites. Bro, it don't even matter what they is. It could be a fraternity. I don't care if it's Alpha Gamma Kappa or whatever they call, Lambda Lamp. If we find out what they doing, they know the whole human race gonna turn on them. They go on to say, our actions will have revealed who we are, and they will hunt us down, and no person shall give us shelter. Of course, who would give you shelter if he found out that you've been poisoning his daughter or his, say he a great grandfather? He know you've been poisoning his family for 3-4 generations, and he know this. Why the hell would he help you? You ain't coming to my house. You come here, I'm gonna shoot your ass. I'm just saying, you come over here, I'm gonna do something to you. You ain't finna come over here with that shit. Or nobody I know. I'll get down on them. I'll turn on them if they rocking with you. So that's why they said if these actions are revealed, who we are, if our actions will have revealed who we are, and they will hunt us down, and no person shall give us shelter. You right. You guessed it. So this is the secret covenant by which we shall live the rest of our present and future lives. For this reality will transcend many generations and lifespans. This covenant is sealed by blood, our blood. We, the ones who from heaven to earth came. Don't know if they're trying to say they angels, or they just a master race, or they superior on some Aryan nation brotherhood type shit. I don't know. But what I do know is either way is fucked up. Because if you've been watching this series and following it, everything I said in this series, basically, like I said, what I'm saying is just reflecting off the documents and giving my commentary and stance on it. And a lot of it is common sense if you just read the literature. Is we know that you fucking us around. Y'all doing us dirty. Y'all not playing fair. And it's bodine. It's so bogus. But like I said, this covenant is sealed by blood, our blood. We the ones who from heaven to earth came. This covenant must never, ever, in all caps, be known to exist. It must never, ever be written or spoken of, for if it is, the consciousness it will spawn will release the fury of the prime creator upon us, and we shall be cast to the depths from whence we came and remain there until the end of time, of infinity itself. So basically, apparently they had someone to answer to. You can call it God, the absolute, the sire, the master. I like to call it, so I used to call it the COAT, the C-O-A-T, the creator of all things. Whatever you want to call it, they call him the prime creator. So they had someone to answer to as well. But it's on a different level. They say they playing games with you down here, but they know they can't play them games up there or wherever it's at. I don't know if it's a heaven or hell. I don't know. I'm not Jesus, man. But I do know they understand what they're doing, and it's absolutely ridiculous, and it makes no sense. And that was the end of the document, The Secret Covenant. But let me elaborate a little bit. So like I said, watch your kids. They damn near telling you your kids can't come to school unless you let them inject poison in them, immunization. Your kid needs to go get this filling or this cap or whatever it is, and they put more poison in their mouth. You get sick, I already told you the story. They mess this up, then give you some for that, then they mess this up, then they give you some for that, then mess this up, then they give you some for that, then mess this up. By the time you look up, you got tubes all in your nose. You in the hospital with shit all in your chest, pacemakers, tickers, shit to go from your heart to your chest, no use of your limbs, bad, what is it? Bad blood flow. You have poor circulation. That's the medicine. Then when you come back for them, like they said, to fix something else, then they're going to give you more poison. But they're going to make you think it's good. And they're going to treat your kids and make your kids and the rest of the youth and some adults, they're going to trick them into thinking that it's fun to poison your body. Now, I like to take a drink like anybody else. Some of us like to smoke. But what I'm saying is a limit to that. Everything in moderation. Period. But I ain't poisoning myself, quote unquote. Now, I am putting toxins in my body, so to a degree, I am poisoning myself. But I'm not poisoning myself. And I'm not doing it without knowing. It ain't no indirect. I knew I wanted to drink that drink, so I drank it. I knew I wanted to smoke some marijuana, so I smoked it. Stuff like that. But it's a difference when somebody sneaking and injecting stuff in your kids and in your body and tricking you to think that's what it is. We're like an age of like mindless zombies now. And it affects us, the black race, more, it seems. Even though it's a human thing, I think it affects us more because we already under the foot of the powers that be. And I ain't with that white man, whoever it is. It's a rich dude in Africa right now that will give you the time of day. And if him oppressing you and your people can make him $70 million, he'll oppress the shit out of y'all. Don't be no fool. And don't listen to me. Like I said, do your research. Read the Secret Covenant, look out your window, and tell me you can't see a reflection of that document outside. I'll wait. Right. I'll wait. Because I already know what's going on. And you do too if you take the time to pay attention. So the poison with the immunization, the poison at the dentist industry, in the dental industry, the poison they give you in the medical and healthcare field. Then you add that with the poisons in the air, the chemtrails. Then you add that with the poison in your water, the fluoride, which is calcifying your pineal gland. Then you add that with the stuff they putting in clothes and certain fabrics and lotions to enter your body that you can't tell. And they have diseases that can lay dormant in you and pop up 30, 40 years later. Right when you think you getting your life together, you would find out you got stage 5 terminal cancer or some crazy shit like that. Immune deficiency, nigga. And it's absolutely ridiculous. The shit is disgusting. But that's how they coming, and that's what it is. But if you know how they come and you know how to combat it, you can defeat them. Now, of course, you don't have tanks and planes and Scud missiles and SAM, surface-to-air missiles, and you don't have none of these things. Obviously. You don't got Tomahawks and submarines that can, you know what I'm saying? They got shit that can launch from Russia and hit a motherfucking United States in a day. A couple of matter of hours. Like, it's crazy the speed that these things travel for ultimate destruction. The crazy part, even when it comes down to war, let me just add this in. Both sides, it's a person like the Rothschilds or whoever they are who funds both sides of the war. So it's you against us. I'm going to sell you some stuff, and then I'm going to sell them some stuff so they can have something to fight with. And I'm going to let y'all kill each other and spend billions of dollars. And when y'all done, we going to send contractors in to rebuild your country, which you're going to pay us more money. You's a goofy. They got a word for that. You's a goofy. You're cool. You know what I'm saying? You got to take heed to this, man. This shit critical. Motherfuckers out here looking pitiful, man. They poison you from every way. The water, the air, the medicine, the school, the clothes, the lotion. It's no way for you to escape. Then they're convincing you that it's good to be a dopey. Like I said, I ain't knocking nobody to smoke marijuana, and I'm not trying to make one better than the other. But smoking marijuana is different than doing cocaine, heroin, mollies, and LSD, PCP, whatever other initial you want. It's gonna fuck you up either way it goes. Excuse me for cussing so much, but I'm very passionate about this subject because it means a lot to me. And I got kids, and I don't want my kids to have to deal with it. If we can do something about it now, maybe we can help the next generation. All you guys that got kids, grandkids, brothers, sisters, any kind of siblings, small, young, big, old, it doesn't even matter. This is affecting everyone, even granny. So be careful. Now they throwing alphabets on everybody, ADHD. They putting that medicine in, making your kid have all these so-called disorders. They just want to get them on medicine because it's more money for the medical field and it's more money for the school for dealing with special needs children. It's a hustle. It's not about you and it's not about your kids. It's about them having total domination and control of everything on earth. Every resource from oil, water, air, land, and even human labor, which is you. Read the document, look out the window, see the reflection. It's like putting a mirror to the damn paper. It's crazy. They control all the media. They feed you the news. I don't even watch the news. I don't even understand what's the point of the news. The shit is depressing. What am I watching this for? Then it's filled with propaganda. Did you know that Fox News report the same story as they report on CNN? The same story that CNN and Fox report will be on Comcast News Network. The same one to be on WGN Channel 9, Channel 2 CBS, Channel 5 NBC. It's the same story regurgitated over and over and over. Sometimes they don't even take time. Most times they don't even take time to switch it up. They come and say, well, in today's news, such and such, such and such, such. And then you go 5 channels down. They be like, in today's news, such and such, such. They all reading off the same script. This shit is ridiculous, man. Once again, thank you guys for watching SWANKVIEW TV. I'm your host, Swank. This is part 3.1 and the final chapter of the series of the Secret Covenant. I briefly touched on it all just to give y'all the gist of it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'm going to check y'all out on the next one, man. Swank.